Social Security really needs to fix this. This is a big, big problem, and I can't. This can't just affect. This got to be this got to be fixed. All right. So let me give you an example. What if Charlotte and Josh were married, happy as clams? We're happy as clams, and we'll just say I have a pension. All right, and let's say it's $50,000 a year from UPS because UPS is down here. And I say, okay, and then I fill out the pension paperwork. I'm not going to have a survivor benefit at all. So I'm going to fill out my pension paperwork, say, UPS, give me $50,000 a year, but I'm not going to leave anything to my wife. UPS is certainly going to have a form in there that says your wife needs to sign that she recognizes she's not the beneficiary of the pension. I can almost guarantee that. There's going to be some kind of form in there that the spouse is signing off on any responsibility, benefits that she could get from the pension. I guarantee it. I can't guarantee it. I can only almost guarantee it. Let's say I have a 401k. My beneficiaries, I want to name non-spouse beneficiaries when I take a distribution. I can almost guarantee your 401k provider will say, you can't name a non-spouse beneficiary without your spouse signing off on it. You know this. We've had cases all the time where a spouse has to sign off on your beneficiary designations or on your benefits on a 401k or a pension or something like that. And that why? To protect the spouse. So some scumbag is out there, sleeping around, and he's married to Charlotte, and I'm sleeping around with Floozy McGee out there, that I don't freaking disown my wife and give all my money to Floozy McGee. Because Floozy McGee just, for some reason, I'm a suckered by her because maybe I have Alzheimer's or something. I don't know. But the spouse needs to sign off on this to protect the spouse. This is pretty cut and dry. But when it comes to Social Security, it's not like that. As a case I told you about yesterday with old Mary. Husband took Social Security at 62, which meant it forever reduced the amount that Mary gets. And she had no say in the matter. I mean, this is not right. So husband took the Social Security at 62. He survived 1 month and died. Mary is and a lot of you guys are saying, well, can't Mary do a do-over? How does she do a do-over? She's never the one who did it. It wasn't her money. It was his money. He can do whatever he wants. How does Mary do a do-over on somebody else's account? She can't. And some of you guys are saying, well, maybe he wanted to take a 62 anyway. Why? Why? He might have. Either way, the surviving spouse, in this case Mary, is less off for it, is less financially secured for this decision. The surviving spouse on a pension is less financially secured on the decision you make if you don't have a survivor benefit. So why can Social Security say, Dan, sign off at 62, without Mary having to sign off on it, say, yeah, she agrees to that. Now, could Dan have a freaking fist to her face, say, you're going to say yes, and he could do the same thing on a pension, he could do the same thing on a 401k distribution, all that stuff. And that sucks. But at least Mary has to sign off on it. And at least it says, wait a second, Dan. Do you know what you're doing? Before you do this, have you thought about the consequence to your surviving spouse? At least that would have to happen. In Mary's case, she's fine, thankfully, because she doesn't spend a lot of money. Dan did have $1 million anyway, so she's fine. But what if she didn't have $1 million? What if they had a mortgage? What if Dan just, because he listened to whatever that guy's name in Florida, everybody should take Social Security at 62. I don't watch that guy. I just don't care. But, or even worse, they're going to take away Social Security. I'm going to take it at 62. So now Mary the benefit now is $2,300 as opposed to $3,000 a month. And she's only, in this case, we'll just say she's 54. She can't even get that $2,300 a month until she hits her full retirement age of 67. And by the way, in case, I guess I did a video that was confusing to some people, Penelope. I got another guy on my Rumble channel. He goes, you said, the spouse takes Social Security early, she can get the full benefit from the survivor benefit. And no, that's not true. So if I wasn't clear in that regard, when I die, Charlotte will get my full benefit that I was receiving, assuming she waits until her full retirement age. So if I wasn't clear, I just want to clear that up. As a survivor, remember, there's retirement benefits, there's spousal benefits, and there's survivor benefits. Right now, we're just talking about survivor benefits. So Charlotte would get the greater of my benefit that I was receiving at my death or her own. In this case, it would be mine. All right, that's just a fact. Now, if she's 62 and she takes her survivor benefit, it will be reduced. If she can take it all the way up to 60, it'll be reduced. If she waits until she's 67, she'll get the full benefit, survivor benefit, but she still has to wait till she's 67. So I might have been confusing to people who saw that. Maybe I screwed up and just misspoke. I don't know. Not that that's ever happened before. Anyway, in this case, the Social Security should say, hey, if you're married, we want your surviving or your spouse to sign off on your Social Security decision. That just seems like a slam dunk. Look, and I hate the idea of more paperwork. I get it, but you can't have Mary just having no say in this when ultimately she's going to be the beneficiary. It's just not good. All right, love your thoughts. Email Social Security and say, or congressman say, man, there should be a rule, a law. Oh gosh, I hate to even say that. Oh, it really pains me to say it should be a law. In this case, every single guy proponent of the law said in this case it makes sense, but the reality is the reality, dudes. If Mary wasn't left with all that money, she could be in a world of hurt, and we got to avoid that. That's just a fact. All right, love your thoughts. We'll see you.